the global beat, a local news, music, sports, and entertainment. All of the action can be found on radio. So what's happening now? It's what's happening now. It's radio, that's where it is. Community activity. Charming people choose to dream. Get your spirits off the ground. Radio, so what's happening now? Weather, traffic, household events, the happy beat of the action sound. What's happening gets around on radio. So what's happening now?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good evening and welcome back to Void 1680 AM. I am, as always, your program director, coming at you from a warm Sunday night in San Antonio, Texas. If you're a longtime listener to the program, welcome back. Glad to see you. If you're new to the program and wondering what the hell's going on here, I'll tell you. We here at Void 1680 AM routinely rebroadcast shows from our affiliate stations. What that means for you is fresh playlists, fresh callers, fresh DJs, and fresh points of view delivered to you on a regular basis. If that sounds good to you and you're following along on YouTube, be sure to hit subscribe because we'll be scheduling more shows this week for the rest of the month. If you'd like to become an affiliate yourself, check the show notes for a link to Void 1680 AM, which includes complete instructions for setting up your radio station, building a playlist, fielding callers, and submitting your show for a broadcast just like this one. Of course, we don't require that you send it to your show for a broadcast, but we do recommend the experience because you never know who needs to hear what it is you have to say. Finally, in the show notes is a link to the Void 1680 AM Discord. Come on in, join the community, ask questions about opening your own station, swap some music recommendations, expand on the lore of your favorite DJs and stations, or just come in and have a good time. It's chill, and we'd like to see you. Now, first, I'd like to apologize. Usually we broadcast on Sunday nights, but this past weekend I was at Lone Star Zine Fest in Austin, and I just had a feeling that traffic was going to be really bad and I was not going to get back in time, and I was right about that. I did not get in until over an hour after when the broadcast would have run. So, tonight, one night later, but on the bright side, one step closer to Halloween. And tonight's broadcast is going to take us even closer still. Some of these affiliate shows kind of hint at a darkness at the edges of their settings. Not tonight. Tonight is right in the eye of the storm. So, DJ Vera Lynn at What 98.1 FM. Take it away.
Good evening, night owls and restless souls. This is Vera Lynn, and you're listening to WHAT 98.1 AM, broadcasting as always from nowhere, just north of the island. The sun's taken its leave, and the moon has claimed its place in the sky, casting that peculiar but familiar glow over the town. You know the one. It's the perfect night for a little exploration, don't you think? Let's see what we might discover together. A story, a song, maybe even a memory you'd thought long forgotten. We'll be here, riding the airwaves until the stars grow tired. start us off tonight, here's Ends of the Earth by Lord Huron. Let this one take you somewhere far away, or perhaps just a little closer to the truth. You're listening to WHAT 98.1 AM. Stay tuned.
Oh, there's a river that winds on forever. I'm gonna see where it leads. Oh, there's a mountain that no man has mounted. I'm gonna stand on a peak. Out there's a land that time don't command. Wanna be the first to arrive. No time for pondering why I'm wandering on while we both still alive. To the ends of the earth, would you follow me? There's a world that was meant for us to see. To the ends of the earth, would you follow me? If you won't, I will say my goodbyes to me. Oh, there's an island where all things are silent. I'm gonna whistle a tune. Oh, there's a desert that size can't be measured. I'm gonna count on the dunes. Out there's a world that calls for the girl, heading out into the unknown. With fear and strangers and all kinds of danger. Please don't say I'm going alone. To the ends of the earth, would you follow me? There's a world that was meant for us to see. To the ends of the earth, would you follow me? If you won't, I will say my goodbyes to me. I wasn't ready to die for you, baby. Doesn't mean I'm ready to stay. What good is living the life you've been given if all you do is stand in place? I'm on a river that winds on forever. Follow till I get where I'm going. Maybe I'm heading to die, but I'm still gonna try. I guess I'm going alone.
There's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. 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 When it rains, it pours. Water's up to my chin. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men tried to reach it. Many men have fell. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They say no to sleepless night. Will you find me? Hope you find me. I'll be back home soon. When the sun rises, when the sun we're trying to catch me howling at the moon. Trying to catch me howling at the moon. We're trying to catch me howling at the moon. Trying to catch me. Trying to catch me. We're trying to catch me howling at the moon. Trying to catch me. Trying to catch me howling at the moon.
Excuse me, but can I be you for a while? My dog won't bite if you sit real still. I got the Antichrist in the kitchen yelling at me again. Yeah, I can hear, been saved again by the garbage truck. I got something to say, you know, but nothing comes. Yes, I know what you think of me, you never shut up. Yeah, I can hear that, but what if I'm a mermaid in these jeans of his with her name still on it? Hey, but I don't care, 'cause sometimes I said, sometimes I hear my voice, and it's been here, silent all these years. So you found a girl who thinks really deep thoughts. What's so amazing about really deep thoughts? Boy, you best pray that I bleed real soon. How's that thought for you? My screen got lost in a paper cup. Think there's a heaven where some screams have gone. I got $25 and a cracker. Do you think it's enough to get us there? 'Cause what if I'm a mermaid in these jeans of his with her name still on it? Hey, but I don't care, 'cause sometimes I said, sometimes I hear my voice, and it's been casualty, you know we're too easy, easy, easy. But I love the way we communicate. Your eyes focus on my funny lip shape. Let's hear what you think of me now, but baby, don't look up. The sky is falling, your mother shows up in a nasty dress, and it's your turn now to stand where I stand. Everybody looking at you, you take hold of my hand. Yeah, I can hear them, but what if I'm a mermaid in these jeans of yours with her name still on it? Hey, but I don't care, 'cause sometimes I said sometimes I hear my voice, I hear my voice, I hear my voice, and it's been here, silent all these years. I've been here, silent all these years, silent all these, silent all these years.
That was Tori Amos, and before that, Howling at the Moon by Define Us, a tune that's got a way of making the hair on the back of your neck stand up, doesn't it? Lines are open here at WHAT 98.1 AM, and we've got a caller who says the song stirred up something they need to share. Good evening, caller. You're on the air.
Hi, Vera. Thanks for taking my call. I've been listening to your show for years, but I've never called in before. That song you played, it got me thinking about some things that have, been weighing on me.
Music has a way of doing that, doesn't it? Tell us, what's on your mind tonight?
It's about my friend Tom. He died last year. You remember when the Valley, the one that used to be the next one over, when it collapsed? They said it was some kind of freak geological event, but, that's how we lost him. I mean, I went to his funeral, stood right there, everyone else, while they put him in the ground. I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, I saw him again last month at my house.
That's quite the reunion, caller. You're sure it was him?
I would know my best friend of 30 years anytime, any place. It was him. Looked dead, to be honest. Pale, sunken eyes. Like he'd been pulled right out of the ground. But he was moving, Vera. Walking, talking. Almost like he used to. Except his voice. His voice sounded like it was coming from somewhere far away. He came to my door, and God help me, I let him in.
I can imagine it would be hard to turn away a familiar face.
Yeah, that's just it. He's my best friend, or he was. I mean, he's been staying in my basement since then, and I've been feeding him live chickens. He doesn't talk much, but he's there, moving around. It's wrong. I know it's wrong, but it's just so kind of nice to have him back. Vera, you ever lose someone and just wish you could see him just one more time?
I think most of us have felt that way. But you mentioned he arrived last month?
Yeah, there was this glow in the woods, during the full moon. I thought it was a fire at first, but it didn't flicker. It just kind of hung there, like it was watching. I don't know what it was, but it felt ancient, powerful. And then, a few nights later, Tom showed up. You think maybe that had something to do with it?
It's hard to say, caller, But there are things in this world, things just north of understanding, that seem to have their own rules, and sometimes they like to bend them.
What should I do, Vera? I know this isn't right, but I can't bear the thought of letting him go again.
Well, while it is certainly heartwarming for friends to be reunited, this is the kind of situation explicitly mentioned by Father Cabal during last week's special broadcast. Listeners, if you are approached by a person you are quite certain has died previously, please reach out to the Good Father at the Cathedral Basilica of the Eternal Repose in Sacramento Mortis for further instruction. Caller, thank you for sharing your story. I hope you find the answers you're looking for. And for the rest of you, don't wander too far. Coming up next, we have Mickey Echo, Rage Against the Machine, and more. This is Vera Lynn, keeping you company through the long night.
Feeling burdened by the inexplicable? Are your nights filled with whispers from the walls, shadows that don't belong to you, or memories that don't quite feel your own? At Ebonwood Disincorporation Services, we specialize in the unique problems that call this town and island home. Whether it's the removal of an unwanted guest from beyond the veil, a consultation on peculiar inheritances of the cursed variety, or simply the relocation of a stubborn sentient artifact, our experienced practitioners are here to help. No judgments, no questions, just results. Our services include binding and containment, residual energies clearing, post-mortem negotiations, and our seasonal special, lunar realignments and dream stabilizations. Located in the old Ebonwood Mortuary on Sycamore Street, just past the statue of the Weeping Woman, open dusk till dawn or by appointment during celestial anomalies. Call us at 1-800-NOT-ALIVE.
Rest easy and let us take care of the rest.
That was
sight to behold for the darkest of dreams. You surrender to sleep. Do as you're told, as the fire surrenders to cold. Heavy eyes sink deep and surrender.
forget your name? Did you lose it on the wall playing tic-tac-toe? Yo, check the diagonal. 3 brothers gone, come on. Doesn't that make it 3 in a row?
Anger is a gift.
Come on! Exceeding on the level of our unconsciousness. For example, what does the billboard say? Come and play, forget about the movement.
Anger is a gift.
crabs crawling over my shoulder. Did he lay over there, drinking Coca-Cola, down by the singing sea?
That was Down by the Singin' Sea by Walter Martin. You're listening to WHAT 98.1, broadcasting to you on the AM from north of the island. I'm Vera Lynn, taking a look at tonight's weather. Temperatures are dropping in a steady slope toward cozy season, and forecasts predict an intermittent crimson rain falling across the region as early as 10 p.m. The blood rain is expected to last until late evening tomorrow and has the potential to cause some localized flooding and awaken ancient spirits bound to the area. Pay special attention to how everyone's skin fits tomorrow and leave the children alone. Remember, bag of skin, not a friend. We've got another uninterrupted block of music featuring Live in Beirut coming your way. We had a request for this one during the break. Here's Burn by The Cure on WHAT 98.1.
was an evening I shared with the sun to find out where we belong. From the earliest days, we were dancing in the shadows. More wine, 'cause I got tired. More skin, 'cause I got to eat it. Inside the outside by the river used to be so calm, used to be so sane. I rushed the ladies' room, took the water from the toilet, washed her feet and blessed her name. More peace, it's such a dirty habit. Was an evening I shared with the sun to find out where we belong. From the earliest days, we were dancing in the shadows. We're too afraid. Let me ride. Let me ride. Let me
times we had
That last one was Postcards from Italy by Beirut, a melody that feels like a letter sent from the past. And speaking of the past, we have Marguerite on the line. Good evening, Marguerite.
Oh, darling, that song! It carried me back to a time I can scarcely believe was mine, to the summer of 1947 in a small, forgotten village on the Amalfi Coast. I was just 19 then, and he? Well, he was not of this world.
Not of this world, you say? Tell us more, Marguerite. We're all ears tonight.
He called himself Alessio, though I doubt that was his true name. We met on a cliffside path overlooking the endless blue. He had eyes like storms, and when he spoke, the air itself seemed to still. He said he'd been searching for someone like me, for a very long time.
That sounds very romantic, but I sense there's more to the story.
He said I had an old soul, one that carried a melody he recognized from another age. He would hum it sometimes, a tune hauntingly similar to the one you just played. But it wasn't love, not as we know it. It was a tether, something binding us together across lifetimes.
And what happened to Alessio?
Oh, on the night of a blood-red sunset, he told me he could no longer stay. He left a trinket, a silver pendant etched with strange silver runes, and then he walked into the sea. I waited for hours, but he never emerged. I fled the village that very night, the pendant hidden deep in my suitcase. But the melody, it follows me, you see. Sometimes I hear it in the most unexpected places, like tonight.
And do you still have it?
Oh, I buried it years ago, deep in the woods behind my home. But sometimes I still feel it calling me. Do you think he might still be looking for me?
If he is, Marguerite, I hope you're ready for him to find you. Well, my dear listeners, the hour grows late, and our time together is gently slipping away. But before the clock strikes its final note, there's still more to share. Coming up, we'll take a brief pause for a word from our sponsors, but don't stray too far. We've got an uninterrupted song block on the other side. Steve Winwood, the Decemberists, and a few surprises to see you through the quiet hours. Stay with us here at WHAT 98.1 AM. We'll be right back.
Let's face it, neighbors, keeping a clean home in nowhere can be complicated. Between the stray ectoplasm stains, the occasional blood red mildew in the corners, and that persistent black dust that no one wants to talk about, sometimes a good scrub just isn't enough. And that's why you need Oblivion Grade Cleaning Powder, the only cleaner specifically formulated for our unique local challenges.
Oblivion Grade Cleaning Powder is guaranteed to dissolve spectral residue on contact. No exorcist required. Neutralize interdimensional mold spores before they start growing tentacles. Eliminate mysterious stains that return no matter how many times you've scrubbed them. Yes, we're looking at you, Room 3B.
Safe for all surfaces, including cursed countertops, unholy flooring, and even your grandmother's haunted china. And don't worry about side effects. Our patented anti-reckoning formula ensures that you'll only erase the mess, not your own existence. Because let's be honest, nobody needs to lose another Tuesday to unintentional dimensional anomalies.
Pick up a tin at Greywood General or wherever otherworldly essentials are sold. Warning, Oblivion Grade Cleaning Powder is not for use on living surfaces, semi-sentient objects, or artifacts bearing active curses. Always wear gloves and avoid direct contact with spectral entities during use. Do not inhale or ingest unless explicitly advised by a licensed planner chemist. Results may vary in areas of dimensional instability. Side effects may include mild temporal dislocation, inexplicable déjà vu, or occasional whispers from beyond.
We are two mariners, our ship's sole survivors in this belly of a whale. Its ribs are ceiling beams, its guts are carpeting. I guess we have some time to kill. You may not remember me, I was a child of 3 and you a lad of 18. But I remember you, and I will relate to you how our history's in a weave. At the time you were a rake and a roustabout, spending all your money on boys and hounds. You had a charming air, all cheap and debonair, my widowed mother found so sweet. And so she took you in, her sheet still warm with him, now filled with filth and foul disease. As time wore on, you proved a dead-ridden, drunken mess, leaving my mother a poor, consumptive wretch. Oh, and then you disappeared, your gambling arrears, the only thing you left behind. And then the magistrate reclaimed our small estate, and my poor mother lost her mind. Then one day in spring, my dear sweet mother died. But before she did, I took her hand as she dying cried. Oh,
Find him, tie him to a pole and break his fingers to splinters, turn him to a hole until he wakes up naked, clawing at the ceiling of his grave.
it took me 15 years to swallow all my tears among the urchins in the street, until a priory took pity and hired me to keep their vestry nice and neat. But never once in the employ of these holy men did I ever once turn my mind from the thought of revenge. Oh. One night I overheard the prior exchanging words with a penitent whaler from the sea. The captain of his ship, who matched you toe-to-tip, was known for one cruelty. The following day I shipped to sea with the privateer, and in the whistle of the wind I could almost hear,
Find him, tie him to a pole and break his fingers to splinters, drag him to a hole until he wakes up naked, clawing at the ceiling of his grave. There is one thing I must say to you. As you sail across the sea, always your mother will watch over you as you avenge this wicked deed.
And then that fateful night, we had you in our sight after 20 months at sea. With your starboard flank abeam, I was getting my muskets clean when came this rumbling from beneath. The ocean shook, the sky went black, and the captain quailed. And before us grew the angry joys of a giant whale. Don't know how I survived. The crew all was chewed alive. I must have slipped between his teeth. But oh, what providence, what divine intelligence, that you should survive as well as me. It gives my heart great joy to see your eyes fill with fear. So lean in close and I will whisper the last words you'll hear. Oh.
That was Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears. You're tuned to WHAT 98.1 AM in Nowhere. Tonight the air feels heavy, doesn't it? Like it's waiting for something. We've got a caller on the line who says their dream from last night has stayed with them all day. Let's hear it. Good evening, caller.
Good evening, Vera. I don't usually remember my dreams, but this one, it felt so real. Like it wanted me to bring it back with me.
Dreams can be sticky like that, can't they? Tell us about it.
It started beautifully. I was in a city like nothing I've ever seen. The buildings were tall and shimmering like crystal. Well, they caught the sunlight and scattered rainbows all over the streets, and trees were growing right out of the buildings on bright green leaves that sparkled like glass. I remember everything smelled sweet, like flowers and honey, and the birds were beautiful and vibrant, and blues and reds and golds, and the birds, they flew all over the sky and danced in flocks like they were trying to paint it. And
that sounds like a place you wouldn't want to leave. What happened next?
Well, at first I didn't. I felt safe, like I belonged there. But then the birds, I noticed they weren't just flying, they were watching me. One by one, they started landing on the buildings, and their bright feathers had faded to gray, and their eyes followed me, and sharp and not blinking. And the streets too, they began to change, and the buildings weren't crystal at all. They were towering, jagged, and like teeth. The trees, they were twisted, and the branches were just bare and claw-like.
That's unsettling. Did you try to leave?
I wanted, but the streets were different. They were winding, endless, leading me in circles. I felt like the buildings were closing in and pressing down on me. And the birds, Vera, the birds weren't small anymore. They were enormous. Their wings and stretching across the sky, blocking out the light on their feathers. And they weren't feathers. They were sharp like knives.
And they followed you?
Yeah, I started running. But no matter where I went, they were there and circling above me. I could feel their shadows on my skin, cold and heavy, and one of them landed in front of me. It was so close. I could see my reflection in its eyes, but it wasn't my reflection. Vera, was someone else, someone smiling at me.
Dreams often show us things we don't want to see, or things we're not ready to understand. And then?
I woke up, where I didn't feel like I had. For a second, I thought I could still hear the birds, their wings beating against my window. I don't know what it means, but it's been with me all day, and like it's waiting for something. I haven't been able to get to sleep tonight. I don't feel safe. What if I go back to that place?
Sleep can feel like a doorway, caller, one we don't always know how to close. If you're afraid of what waits on the other side, I'd tread carefully. Sometimes what we dream of isn't just waiting for us, it's looking for a way in. Stay on the line, caller, and I'll try to put you in touch with someone who can help. Well, listeners, our time together has come to an end. The night's been long and its stories even longer. Wherever you find yourself now, whether wide awake or waiting for sleep, Keep your wits about you. The dark has a way of holding on to things we'd rather not face. This is Vera Lynn, reminding you that even in the darkest dreams, there's always a sliver of light. Sleep well or not at all, and until next time, may the night treat you kindly. You've been listening to WHAT 98.1, broadcasting on the AM from nowhere. Until next time, good night.